Yo, what's good, man? My name is FlemLo Raps, and I wanted to give y'all this piece of information real quick. Now, a few people were asking how I got the Under Armour All-American game in my Road to Glory series. That, in my opinion, was one of the best episodes, just because I know it was something cool, fresh, and kind of unexpected, to be honest. And I decided, let me go ahead and do a video to show everybody exactly how I did it. Now, I know a lot of people already know how to do it, but this video is just for our compadres who aren't sure how to do it, who want that information. So I'm basically gonna just talk through it. Now, I had my Elgato actually recording when I did it, so I have clips from that playing in the background of this video. That's what you'll be watching. It's relatively simple. Now, the first thing is you can't technically do it inside your Road to Glory. It works real well for a video series because I could cut out all the other stuff, and then once we paste it in there, it just looks like, you know, just a game, a regular Road to Glory game. But what's actually happening is this. You gotta go to Team Builder. You can just search simply Under Armour. Or if there's another popular all-star game that you want to do, search that. Once you do it, you're going to get a whole bunch of matches. You just want to go in. I like to filter by date. I want to get the newest stuff at the top. And then there is the tedious process of just scrolling through each one and previewing the uniform. Now, if you're planning on putting your own player on these teams, you probably don't care very much about the roster, so I don't even check the roster. I'm just looking at the unis. After you find a uniform that you like, you go ahead, save that school, then you do that process again. Search Under Armour, go back in. You gotta find uniforms for the away team or the other team, whatever. Go back through the same process, find some uniforms you want for the other team, save those. Now, once you got both of these saved on your console, you can't edit a team builder school. Like, if you go to your regular roster, the team builder school is not even gonna be there. If you create a player and try to add him to your team, when you scroll through all the teams, your team builder schools won't be there. Or mine wasn't, I tried. Then if you go to your list of team builder schools, the only options that you have are to delete the school or like check for an update. There's no option to edit the roster. So what you then have to do is start a damn dynasty. I know, extra, right? Some extra shit. This is what you gotta do. So you start a dynasty, you put both of your new team builder schools in the dynasty. What I recommend is switching them with an independent school, with somebody in the independent conference. That way you don't have to worry about any scheduling conflicts. That would just be a huge pain in the ass if you just give them two random teams and say they don't have any games that could correlate. Like, sometimes they'll have those locked weeks. It's just not worth the risk because you spent way too much time already. So just switching with an independent school, that's the easiest way. That way they'll both be free week one. All right, once you create your dynasty and put both of those teams in, you go, or I went and created TD on the team that I wanted. I actually created them on both teams, and I showed my patrons pictures of each uniform before I did it because I wanted to see what their reaction was. People was feeling the green ones more, and once I got on the field, it was easy. Like, the green ones was dope as hell. As a matter of fact, and real quick, man, it's so funny. I want to send a shout out to James Thomas, who, I don't know if he subscribed to the channel, but he saw this video and he commented on it. He was like, yo, I made those unis. He was like, look me up, and he gave me his gamer tag. I went back to those uniforms, I looked it up, and it is the correct gamer tag. So definitely want to send a shout out to James Thomas for making some dope ass unis. Now anyway, once you create your player onto the team, it's as simple as fixing the depth chart and starting the game up. To get the Road to Glory feel, you have to player lock on your guy each play. And like I said, this can be a bit much, but if you was wondering how I did it, that's exactly what I did. So that's how you can get your player onto one of those teams and play that game. Of course, if you're not concerned with putting your guy on there, if you just want to use the regular roster, you can just go to play now and you can pull up your team builder schools and just pit those two teams against each other. Oh, and one last thing, when I did it on the schedule, I set it for a neutral site because I didn't know what the fields and stadiums look like for either of those teams. So I just set it at a neutral site for Cowboys Stadium. And that's it, man. That's how I did it. So if you guys enjoyed this video, if that information was useful for you, don't forget to click the like button. Also subscribe if you're new and comment below. Without further ado, my name is FlemLo Raps. I'm gonna holler at you next time. One. You running it? Come here! Bah! Let's go! Yo, we starting to get the rap as a physical corner that will come down and smack you. We don't give a damn who you are.